Well, good morning, everybody. I am at Gibbet Rock. Gibbet? 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 I sound a bit like Chaz and Dave. And I am going to tell you why it is known as Gibbet Rock. To tell you why Gibbet Rock is haunted is for me to tell you why it is called Gibbet Rock. Now, the main road that lies a mere 250 yards away was the main thoroughfare through England in the early 19th century. And on the main road, just around the corner, I'm not too sure where, was Wardlow Toll Booth. Now, one morning, the lady that operated Wardlow Toll Booth, a Hannah Oliver in her 40s, was not there. And this was causing absolute carnage on the main road. So the barmaid of the Three Stags Head, which is still there, she came out and went into one of the neighbouring houses, Hannah Oliver's house, where she found Hannah Oliver had been strangled and was lying dead. Now, nobody knew why, but it became a huge case in Derbyshire. Now, Hannah Oliver, a lady in her 40s, was a lady that enjoyed a night out. And in the days prior to her murder, she had been to the neighbouring village of Stony Middleton to a cobbler who bought a pair of red shoes. Now, this cobbler had a bit of a quirk, a bit of a gimmick to the shoes that he would make. Inside every shoe, he would insert a scripture. Now, they found this out, and they also found out that the red shoes were missing. Now, in the days that followed, a 21-year-old man, Anthony Lingard, proposed to his girlfriend. Obviously it's his girlfriend because he's proposing, I guess, but it was the 19th century. Everybody was off their little rocker. She was pregnant or something, and to say that he wasn't the father he was proposing, it's all very strange and not very it's strange. I don't understand this part of the tale. I understand being smeared in tar and being on public display, but in the proposal he gave the lady a pair of red shoes, and this made Anthony Lingard the prime suspect. Now, Anthony Lingard was very fierce in his defence. He said he had swapped the shoes for, I think the tale goes, a pair of leggings. It was an exchange, and they weren't his shoes. But he was arrested, and during the trial, the lady he proposed to was a witness against him, and also the cobbler. And the cobbler said that in the red shoes that I gave to Hannah Oliver, the scripture read, "Commit no crimes." And sure enough, that was the scripture in these red shoes. Now, Anthony Lingard was tried and hung for his crime, and he was told by the judge that he would be gibbeted. He would be gibbeted somewhere near the location where he could be seen for everybody. Now, if you don't know what a gibbet is, I do have other videos on it. I find them fascinating. What it basically means is, in this case, after he's been hung and killed, he would be smeared in tar to preserve his body longer, and he would be placed on public display. These were major tourist attractions. I told you, everybody in the 19th century is off the little rocker. So they thought, what better place than Peter's Stone behind me, a big landmark that you can see on the main road, and you would have been able to see the gibbeted body of Anthony Lingard. Now, like all other gibbets, this was a major tourist attraction. Thousands of people would come in this area, down in the peak below me, and they would have stalls with food, they would have entertainment, they would have everything for a family day out, and the star attraction was the dead man in a cage. Grim, I know. It's said that the gibbet here was one of the most popular in the country. Again, we are in the middle of England. It was a main thoroughfare, the main road in England. And it's even said that it was such a popular family day out that the minister, the local minister, stopped preaching. And he preached down here instead, because that's where everybody was. Grim. Now, the ghost story, or the haunting. If being smeared in tar and displayed in public for people to see your rotting corpse is not grim enough, the corpse stayed there for, it's hard to get an exact figure, but more than 10 years, less than 20 from my research. And it was taken down because the neighbouring houses were saying they could hear something coming from the rock, something coming from the corpse. Now, we are in the Peak District. It's a fairly light wind today, but it gets pretty strong, and I imagine after about 10 years it's pretty much just bones in there, and I imagine they are making noises. But it was taken down, and the noises didn't stop. They continued to crackle, and bones rocking against the cage were still heard. And it is said that if you come here after dark, they still make the same noise. But I will not be coming to the Peak District at night, because I'm not crazy. I'm not from the 19th century. Anyway, so the plan for this video, of course, my friends, was to climb the rock, which is what people do. If you do come here and like the look of Peter's Stone, the Gibbet Rock, you can come and climb it. But the reason I've been so long doing videos is I have a very bad foot, and merely walking down this hill to do this video has hurt like mad. So unfortunately I cannot climb the rock. I was going to do the story on top of the rock, but alas, you can have the tale and the pictures, and you can come yourself. Thank you for your time and your patience. So, in my hurry to get out of here, I forget to say goodbye. So, goodbye, thanks for watching. Subscribe for the next one, which should be on Sunday. Ta now, bye.